there at the chat box. You can type at the chat box. Good evening, everyone. How are you? Where are you tuning in from? Have you been blessed with rain? Just type up on the chat box where you're tuning in from. Yeah, as you've heard, my name is Alan Asuma. Very excited for tonight. Yeah, so good evening, Tracy. Where are you typing, listening in from? Florence, Karen, where are you listening in from? Kindly share. Wow, Syokimau. Has it rained in Syokimau? Wow, wow. Thank you very much, guys. Kitengela, I can see Limuru. Wow, Limuru, the coldest place in Kenya. Oh, amazing. Heavy rains. Wangige. Amazing. Wow, wow. Thank you. I see you guys are tuned in. I know you are all ready and excited to learn. I can see even Tulia from Baringo. Wow. So my sound currently, Kisii. Wow, amazing, amazing. Home people, Mombasa. Wow, Mombasa ni joto huko. I can see Rongai. Wow. So I have someone just nearby. Esther Nyamago from Kisii. Hey, amazing, amazing. Wow. Bungoma, Mudhiga was Kilifi, safe. Amazing, amazing. Yeah. So, guys, as you've heard, my name is Alan Asuma. I'm very excited to be presenting to you guys today. And whichever thing I'm going to present is not something new because I know most of us have been in business. We've been doing business for the longest time, or even you're still new. I know most of us have made a sale. We've been making sales, and of course, yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. And today, as you saw from the banner, the topic of our today's training is just very, very simple. Vitality sales process. What are the kind of things you tell a vitality client regarding our products to help them actually to guide their thoughts into or to influence them into buying from you? That's basically what we're going to talk about. And this training can be very, very long, but I'll just eliminate a lot of other things and I'll share the bullet points. So I'll just share the bullet points so that the training can be short and sweet because I know mambo mengi for a wise man to one word is enough. One word is enough. So I'm going to just to share the main pointers that I normally make sure I never miss whenever I'm talking to my clients. I know most of you have been talking to clients who've been selling massively, but how about also if you find something that I do that you're not doing, or a way that I do that you're not doing, and then implement into your own ways and try find if actually you can even get 5 or 10 extra sales within a month. If you've been getting 50 sales, we raise them to 60 cells. Very, very exciting. Yeah. So it's going to be a very short training. By 9 latest, I'm sure it'll be done. So yeah, so stick to this screen. Sequel like you're multitasking, maybe on TikTok and other places. Just stick to the screen. If you have a pen, and I'll highly recommend you have a pen and a book we write. I know screenshots are very, very powerful, but also the notes that you take very, very powerful because when you be training your team, you won't start showing them the screenshot. Utakuwa unaonyesha the charts, the notes that you currently have, which is very, very important. So Mhm. Hello guys, can you hear me? I'm sorry, KPLC has decided to do that thing, but I was prepared. I was prepared with bundles ready. Mtu wa Rongai, of course, mwenye alikuwa na mi Rongai, maybe there's no lights at your place. So yeah, no problem. So let's dive into it right away as we wait for the lights to be back. Yeah, so I'll share my screen. Now remember, guys, make sure to have your notes because that's how you'll actually be able to trickle it down to your team members. Sawa sawa. And I'm going to share my screen. If at any moment you find nimepotea ama kitu ka hiyo, just let me know immediately. Sawa sawa. Yeah, and the lights are back. And the lights are back. Wow. I don't know whether I shift to my Wi-Fi or I continue with the hotspot. But that's okay. I'll just shift later on when the bundles are almost all. Yeah, so that's my screen. Vitality Cells Process by Allan Asuma. Vitality Cells Process by Allan Asuma. Yeah, most of you know me. We've interacted with most of you. For those who don't know me, if you remember, I'd organized an event together with James Gituku and the entire and other amazing leaders. We had organized an event to Zanzibar. So that's where we interacted with most of you guys. And yeah, so I don't have to say much about myself. I'm managing the business, doing the business from Nairobi, Ongatarongai area, and very excited. Recently graduated. I did electrical engineering. Yeah, so I graduated recently. Right now, I'm just doing the business full time. Now let's proceed. Let's proceed. Amazing. I'm trying to see. Yeah. Now, the objective of this training, first of all, is to look at the products currently available that deal with Vitality Health. There are so many products that we can recommend for Vitality, but right now we'll just look at those currently available. But as I'll be sharing the pointers, you'll have to note also the other products that are not available, that when they are available, you can just fill them up in the gap. So. And then we'll also learn, we'll just brainstorm on ways of generating leads, because you can't sell if you don't generate leads. It's very, very crucial you have leads. You can't be talking to the same people over and over and over again and expect to sell. And then what to have before you even start collecting your leads or start marketing our products, whichever niche that you're specializing in, whether it's skincare, whether it's weight management, whether it's ulcers and stomach gut, what must you have even before you start collecting those leads and talking to your clients? And then process of handling the clients. Now, this is the part whereby actually, if I was to go into the details, Kabisa, this training would have been actually 2 hours. So at this part, I'll only highlight on the main things. And then after that, claims not to make, it's very, very crucial, because this fifth objective, actually, if we make the wrong claims, you're actually dirtifying the market for ourselves. So what are the things we can actually say safely? What are the things we should actually avoid completely from saying, so that our market doesn't diminish but continues flourishing? And then also broadcasting. Yeah, so we're going to talk about these things, because actually, if I look at it cleanly, these are the main 6 pointers that actually lead someone into making a sale. Now I'm trying to find a pointer. Let me see if yes. Sorry. I'm trying to find a pointer so that I can be pointing on what I'm talking about. Spotlight. Uh, yeah, amazing. So let's continue. Now, number one, products that are currently available with vitality benefits. Of course, Forever Multimarker, the best of the best. We thank God that it has been available for the longest time. And that's how it looks, of course, in terms of pictures. We also have aloe vera gel. Aloe vera gel, it's an amazing vitality product also. That's how it looks. We have bee pollen. I know some of you guys just think the pollen is for allergies and such kind of things, but the pollen is one of the best vitality supplements that we currently have, and I really, really love it. I've ever used it. Just amazing. And then we also have Blend. Do you guys know Blend has some vitality benefits? Do you guys know that? It's such an amazing supplement. I love it. I love it so much. And of course, I'll share the benefits of Blend when it comes to vitality. And then, of course, you also have berry nectar. Yeah, it's just a drink. I know most of you know it. Most of you have used it. Yeah, just that simple drink. When it comes to maca, we all know, most of us know the benefits of multi-maca. Of course, it improves on energy, libido, blood circulation, nerve communication. If you just Google, you'll find there are so many benefits of multi-maca when it comes to performance. When you talk about aloe vera gel, same thing to aloe vera gel. There are so many benefits, but the main thing, or the main reason why I normally include aloe vera gel when I anytime I talk about vitality and performance, is because it cleanses the body. When the body has so much toxins, you find there's fatigue, you find even the supplements are not well absorbed. But when you cleanse your body, you have that natural energy, that natural vibrance. And if you use it together with the supplements, you even get way better value. And yeah, you get way better value. Same thing to aloe berry nectar. Aloe berry nectar is so good for cleansing also the organs. Berry nectar, so you just cleanse your organ nicely. And anytime you cleanse, anytime you're fresh, you find your energy levels greatly multiply. Now, bee pollen and maybe immunoglobulin is the kind of product that most people normally don't know that they help in performance. But if you look at the bee pollen, for instance, these are some of the benefits that make it to be so good when it comes to performance. First of all, nutrient density. Bee pollen is packed with a variety of nutrients, including proteins, vitamins, minerals, lipids, carbohydrates. All those, having a balanced nutrient profile can indirectly support overall health, including your sexual health. When you balance your nutritional value, trust you me, your performance is going to improve massively if you don't have any other underlying issue. And then also, bee pollen is good for hormonal support. It helps balance and support your hormonal levels in the body. Hormones play a significant role in sexual energy and function. I know you guys know that with imbalanced hormones, you won't have your energy, you won't have your sexual, the desire and everything, because our bodies are driven by these receptors. If your hormone levels are down, you won't function well. But when they are high up there and the raw materials for production of the hormones are up there, you find your performance is very, very good. And then also, it's good for stamina and energy. Bee pollen is cited as a natural energy booster. Actually, when I was new in the business, we used to be told that if you take this bee pollen and go to maybe to the desert and you just have a bottle of water and bee pollen, you can actually survive a whole week without eating anything. You can survive because, first of all, you see the point number one, whereby it's packed with all these nutrients. And that's how you get your energy. It's just like that biscuit that army people normally eat. You see an army people taking maybe a chocolate or a biscuit, and then you wonder how does that chocolate give them this level of energy whereby they can carry those heavy bags on their back, walk miles and miles and miles without getting tired. So that's one of the benefits of bee pollen. And then antioxidant. Bee pollen contains antioxidant properties that they help with oxidative stress, combating oxidative stress in the body. Oxidative stress, of course, can impact on various bodily functions, including your sexual function. So it's packed with antioxidants. Now, the antioxidants are what will help with that, with this oxidative stress. And then circulation. Some claims suggest that bee pollen might support blood circulation, and good circulation is essential for male sexual function. But the best product for that is actually multi-marker, because multi-marker has what we call L-arginine to help with blood flow. So L-arginine is what makes your blood to flow nicely. It makes the body naturally produce nitric oxide that helps with the dilation and contraction of the blood vessels for healthy blood circulation. Now, stress reduction, very, very crucial. With stress, you can't perform. You can't do anything completely. There's some belief that it's believed that bee pollen can help reduce stress. Chronic stress can have negative impact on your sexual health and libido. You see how important bee pollen is. Anytime you recommend your product, recommend with bee pollen. Your clients get way better value other than just other than maybe the allergy values and every other thing. They get all this value when it comes to their vitality. Okay. Now we have this other product called ImmuBlend. How does ImmuBlend help with performance? ImmuBlend has zinc, which is an essential mineral that plays a role in many processes within the body. Zinc is particularly important for men because it supports testosterone production and is very crucial for your prostate health. So zinc is very crucial. That's why you normally sell vitalized men. That's why you normally recommend the likes of pawpaw seeds, the likes of watermelon seeds, all these nuts and everything, because they're rich in zinc. And go try find the percentage of zinc in ImmuBlend. You'll be amazed. So if you're recommending your product to your client and then they want something with zinc, give them ImmuBlend. They don't know ImmuBlend is for immunity. Of course, they'll get the value for immunity. Also, they'll get the value of this mineral. It also has vitamin D, vitamin C. Vitamin C good for for oxidizing the free radicals that cause fatigue in the body. So you see how ImmuBlend is very, very good. We don't have Vitalize for men. Recommend ImmuBlend in plenty in place of that, of course. Now, I hope you guys have understood how bee pollen and also how ImmuBlend and how multi-marker and how aloe vera gel and also how berry nectar help with performance. So all these products can be recommended. And now we are going to handle now the step-by-step of how to go through the sales process. First of all, of course, it's very important to generate leads. There are so many ways to generate leads. You can do it on social media. Something that myself, I do massively. one-on-one. We have elderly people in the group in this video right now that can't they even don't have their Facebook accounts. You can also do one-on-one networking events. You can go to all these different events, whichever place you collect contacts, and then down the road, of course, you learn how to talk to people about the products. Very, very crucial. Referrals. There are so many ways of generating leads. Right now, even Twitter, you can do your Twitter ads, you can post your own hashtags, you can do your Facebook ads, you can do your Instagram ads, anything, as long as you're getting new generation of leads. Because out of the leads, that's where you can actually get new market and sell to them. Sawa. Actually, that's the whole point of this business, generating new leads. You can't keep selling to your family members over and over again. You can't keep selling to that one client that you got 2 years ago. Every other month, he's your only customer or she's your only customer. No, you have to generate new leads. It's same if you have your farm and then you go till it nicely and then you have your harvest. If you don't plant again, the next season you'll have nothing. And you can't keep you can't eat the harvest of last season for the entire of your life. At some point, it will dry completely. So it's very important to continue generating leads over and over again. There are so many ways. And if you're new in the business, if you're still young, we all have different uplines. Get to your upline, tell them, I want to learn about generating leads, either social media. If you're old, you can do one-on-one, but also even if you're a bit elderly, try social media. It's opening avenues for us. You're selling to your brothers, you're selling to your work colleagues, and you're seated there with them, not knowing how to actually approach them because of social media. Social media is so powerful. You can't really write off social media right now because it's changing businesses. It's changing business. So if your business is not on social media, you can't blame it on age. You have to level up or try find someone who can actually train you to do the same. Sawa. Now, once you start getting your leads, once you start getting numbers, calling, inquiring about the products, now we go to the next step. Sawa. What must you have even before you start engaging those people? First of all, you have to have pictures of the products and they have to be HD. HD means high definition and quality, not blurry pictures, not pictures that someone will think you show it was taken 10, 20 years ago. You have to have very clear picture of the product. If someone asks you to send me a picture of aloe vera gel, send, actually even before they ask you, when you're taking people through the products, you don't just share the benefits of the product, you share together with a picture. And I'll highly recommend, of course, you have all these people that normally have benefits written there. I'll highly recommend try get a picture that doesn't have any writings. Actually, after the picture, you just tag it, you send the description of the product or anything. Have very clear pictures. Sawa. And then you can either write your number there so that if that client shares the picture to someone else, you can see your number clearly there. But have HD and quality pictures. You have to have product description. You can't start putting up ads. You can't start collecting one-on-one contacts and everything without knowing the products. If it's on WhatsApp, you have to have the descriptions ready. Detailed description and bullet point description. It's very, very key because the bullet points highlight the major benefits. You can sit down with someone, or you can actually notice your client doesn't read so much. For them, you can't send to them detailed description. Just send to them the bullet points. Sawa. Like let's say the benefits of aloe vera gel when it comes to your performance, Vitalize for men or multi-marker. There's someone who's really messing up with the screen. I saw something like Floric or something. Kindly stop writing on the screen. Okay. So you have all, you see, you must have the detailed description and also the bullet point description depending with your clients. And also frequently asked questions and their answers. You have to have them ready. You don't want that now you're having your ads running, you're getting maybe 20 leads, and then you have to keep typing over and over again the description. You have to keep typing this and that and that. You have to have them ready. And actually, if you have an app called WhatsApp Business, it's so good with that. You can save them under the quick reply. Wow, the screen is being messed up, man. Seriously. I don't know. Anyway, I'll just continue. I think I can still read it. Yeah. So the detailed description is very, very crucial. And then also the frequently asked question, you have to know them. If you're selling skincare products, what's the first question your client will ask you? If you're selling weight management, what are the questions that you expect them to ask? And if they don't ask you, answer them already. Very, very crucial. And then product testimonials in terms of screenshot conversation or stories you can tell about other clients who had similar conditions and how they overcame the same. You have to have testimonials. The thing I've come to realize about the business, about these products and everything, the ingredients of the product don't really sell, but the stories behind those products. The reason why you normally sell the weight management product is because you normally share the pictures of before and after of Akina Esther Masika, of Akina Sharon. You have all these people who've done their C9 and then their before and after. That's what we normally share. And then the stories we get from our clients. That's what sell. Your clients don't really care what Garcinia does, what this and this, that. No, they don't care. They care about the end results. When I buy the multi-marker aloe vera and bee pollen for you, how do I expect it to react with my body? What are the kind of benefit? And stories sell way better compared to detail. You see, all those things that you can say about multimarker, it has the larginine, it has this and that, nitric oxide, contraction, relaxation. Unless someone wants to know those things, that's when you send them the detailed description. But if they don't want those things, you just sell them the bullet point description and something that is nice, that they get value for their money, and then also the testimonials. Very, very crucial. So it's also important to have a story about your products, maybe non-offered, because you might meet with someone one-on-one and then you can't start showing them the screenshot. You just share a story of either your client or someone you had who used this and that. When you share that story, the clients will actually relate to that product and they can even buy a proposal. And then you have to have prices of the products ready in form of screenshot, PDF, hard copy, and also have them in your head. Very, very crucial. When you're marketing your products, you can't start saying, let me confirm the price and then, no, you have to have them ready. They have to be ready. If you're new in business, go buy the PDF price list, and then also you have the Biashara Plus, and then also know them often. Because if you're marketing C9, you know C9 is 15,404. You think if you're marketing multi-market, you know it's 3421. If you're marketing aloe vera, you know the price. Have them ready in your head. Is where you're starting referring, and then actually if you're chatting with your clients, have them screenshot, and then down there you write the price. Just have them ready always, and then payment procedure in terms of delivery, very crucial also. And then of course you must have confidence. Without confidence you can't sell. That's the truth. Seth Juma, I think you're messing up with the screen, so you can there's a setting maybe you've touched. So you must have confidence, because confidence is what sells. I remember when I was new in business, my very first sale, I sold to a CID, a CID client who works at Kiambu CID headquarters. And the way I told that client about the product, and later on I came to realize I told them completely everything was wrong. But the confidence is what actually sold to that client, because actually the client bought multimarker. I told him, when you use this multimarker, you get results. If you use lunchtime, by evening, you're very good, performing very well. That client had to come all the way from CAD to Nairobi to take that product. And then later on, I called my upline. I told him, hey, that client, and I told him, multimarker gives instant results. I can, no, multimarker takes almost 1 to 2 weeks to give someone results. And remember, these are these are a CAD officer. So I was really scared that that guy can actually come to my place and arrest me for lying to them. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is confidence is what sells. Without confidence, you can't do this business. You can't actually recommend the product. So now the process of handling the clients. Number one, you must have a welcoming text. You must have it. Like this is one of my texts. Let me see what they can. Yeah, I can zoom. Whenever a client comes to my inbox, that's how I introduce myself. Welcome to Allan Asuma's Wellness Hub. Experience the power of nature with our exceptional products for health, beauty, and vitality. We'll get back to you shortly. If urgent, call the number below. So I've written my numbers there. So this actually welcomes my client. And because maybe I did vitality ads, when they come to my inbox, I let them know that I just don't sell vitality. I sell wellness products, beauty products, and all those other kind of products. And with that, actually, they know, they feel free. And then also it opens the market for me. They know that they are buying supplements, which has wide variety. I'm not just selling. You see, someone can just be selling, how do we call mukombero, mukombero. If you're selling Combro, that's the only thing you're selling, sawa. But for me, I'm selling all these other products, and this one that you're interested in is just one of the many products. So just feel comfortable to inquire about your products without fear or all those things. Let me go back to that screenshot. Yeah. So it's very, very crucial. you have your welcoming text. So it opens up the conversation for your client. Now, normally this is an automatic message that sends itself whenever a client inbox me. And of course, you'll get it from your WhatsApp business. It's not in the normal WhatsApp, it's in the WhatsApp business. Now, importance of the welcoming message is that it informs your prospective client that you don't just sell vitality products, but a wide range of supplements, and it gives them the go ahead to call you in case of delayed response, or if they just want they don't like chatting such kind of things, they can just call you directly. Sawa. Very, very crucial. Now, after that, I normally ask them their main concern regarding vitality and performance. I have two ways of doing that. This is one of the way, and this is the other way. Number one way, I'll just say, good evening, thank you for your inbox. You're chatting with Allan Asuma. What is your main concern regarding vitality and performance? Is it this, or this, or this, or this? And then maybe I'll tell you much ejaculation, and I'll say, okay, would love to know if you have addiction to smoking, masturbation, you see, all those things. Sex pill, smoking, sex pill, health condition like diabetes, and basically any history you think it's vital. I know the reason being some issues cause underperforming and underperforming come at an early age. In as much as I want to revitalize your reproductive system to improve performance, it is vital also we also sort these conditions from the word go for you to get good value. Very, very important. So you can actually do that, or you can do this bullet point. Try both and see which one is giving you better results. If you use that one and then you're not getting results, try this one also. I know you all have different ways. It's always important. You see, even if a client has come to your inbox asking about multi-macro C9 or anything, try and understand their background, because out of that, you can actually find they needed something more even than that multi-marker. So another question I normally ask, what specific area of your well-being are you looking to enhance and improve? Is it with our fertility products? And then I'll send all those things nicely, and then they'll say that, and then I'll ask them, okay, would love, how would you describe your current lifestyle? Are there any factors that may be impacting your energy levels or overall vitality? For instance, those Sunela, and then maybe I'll pick one, number two, number three, and with that, it will help me understand. I'm sure some of us have actually sold to clients. They've used the product, they haven't gotten good results, and they come back to you fuming massively, and later on you realize, oh, kumbe this client had used sex pills before, kumbe this client is diabetic, or kumbe this client has poor diet or is obese, or all those kinds of things. It's always good you know this background, because when you recommend the product, if the client doesn't go according to your recommendation, they'll know, yes, I bought this because maybe of this and this and that, and that's why I never got the value I desired. They'll come to you and tell you, by the way, now you had mentioned aloe vera gel and bee pollen. Now I want to know more about them, and then I see how to go about you ordering and everything. So it's very, very important. You can try and find which one is working best for you. So for me, I normally try both. If I find this one, I'm not getting good results, I'll go to the other one. The reason I'm asking this, of course, is to get the background information, which is very, very crucial. Sorry, guys, I keep zooming in and zooming out. Now, after that, we go to the next. Of course, I've listed those causes, common causes of underperformance. There is stress, lack of physical activities. Now, let's say you're marketing weight management, or you're marketing ulcers. Of course, you know common causes of someone having ulcers. You know some common causes of someone having this condition or that condition. When it comes to your area of specification, if it's fertility, you know some of these things. So for performance, these are some of the causes. There's also sex pills and all those things. I haven't actually written all of them. So there's stress, there's lack of physical activity, there's poor diet, there's obesity, there's substance abuse, sleep deprivation, medications, age, lifestyle condition, excessive masturbation, and so on and so forth. I couldn't actually write all of them here because I know this presentation will have been long. Now, after I've gotten the response regarding this, of which I'll also come back to it later on, I always ask them, is there anything that you've done to help mitigate the issue that you currently have? If it's maybe stress, or have you tried to improve, have you tried to use something to improve on your performance, or anything to mitigate such kind of issues? Because out of that also you'll get to understand there, and I'm actually trying not to be medical here. I'm trying to just consult with them as a nutritionist or as a wellness coach, because it's vital you know these things about your client, because you're selling to them supplements. Of course, their food, they bridge the gap between food and such kind of things. So it's very important to know these kind of things if you want to serve your clients well. But of course, you have clients who are so impatient, they don't want even you to ask such questions. For them, of course, you just flow with the flow, so. But always try and do such kind of research. You see, these are some of the responses I normally give if someone maybe says they have very high stress level. But remember, we've already asked them if they use something else before and if they have any other concern and everything. And then I'll tell them in terms of stress, high levels of chronic stress can negatively affect your sexual desire and performance. Stress can disrupt hormonal balance. Of course, you all know that. It increases fatigue. Do you know you can actually get tired from thinking? You can think until you get tired. I experienced this firsthand when we were organizing the event for Zanzibar. You think you do all your mental calculations and everything until you're completely tired because of thinking. So that's what stress does to your body, and it contributes to psychological issues that affect your sexual well-being. What I'm going to recommend now, actually, these just a text normally forward to them. I have them on my quick reply. What I'm going to recommend will greatly help with anxiety levels and stress by balancing out your hormones, including the stress hormones. On your end too, I will recommend some stress relieving activities. For instance, meditation, deep breathing, exercises, etc. Actually, you can Google these things and then just fill them up on your text. It's very important because the client will see, oh, sawa. So actually, this person cares about me, also is actually guiding me on how to sort this issue on my own, kwa nyumba yangu bila stress, which is very crucial. You see, help them learn how to meditate and doing all these things, because that's how your products will work very well, and that's how you'll get very good results. So I'll recommend some stress relieving activities, for instance, meditation, deep breathing exercises, and also insisting on having enough quality rest. If someone is stressed, let them have enough quality rest. And then on top of that, the product I'll recommend, of course, is multi-marker. Right now, the ones that are currently available. I'll recommend bee pollen, because you remember I showed you guys bee pollen is also good for stress. And I'll recommend aloe vera gel together with this. So we don't have royal jelly. So what has replaced royal jelly on this list? This recommendation. You see, these supplements, they are dietary supplements. They are food. They are things that normally do. They fill the gap of food or the gaps in our diets. And let's say if something is missing, I'm sure there's a natural source for it that someone can get. For instance, Hapa, we don't have maybe royal jelly. For them, you'll tell them meditate. It will help with their mental health, their clarity, their reducing their hormones. And when they use these products, they'll start getting better value. Now, let's say someone maybe lacks physical activity. Lack of regular exercises can lead to decreased energy level. Actually, this is how I normally handle them. Lack of regular exercise can lead to decreased energy levels, poor circulation, weight gain, and reduced overall vitality, all of which can impact your sexual health. The products will greatly impact on blood flow and energy, but also it is highly encouraged you up your physical body activities to not only aid in giving you long-term results or value, but also aid with your lifestyle-related condition. You have to insist this to your clients. They have to see you as a wellness coach. You're not just there to sell them a salesperson. Okay, just buy this and this and that, you will sort your issue. Whether you do your physical activities or not, you'll still get your value. You'll end up having a client who either gets minimum results or gets results and was a disappointed client because of just a simple recommendation. As much as you're using these products, they are not pills, or it's not an exercise pill that you just swallow and then you've done your exercise and workouts. No, just go out there, do your workout, do your regular activities, use these supplements to help bridge the gap in between this and this and that, and then you get value from there. And the price you can recommend is multi-marker, aloe vera gel, bee pollen. They have, I never, of course, multi-marker, you know the value of multi-marker in terms of balancing hormones, blood flow, aloe vera gel for cleansing the body. And also if you want to detox your body while doing your exercises, it's very important to use aloe vera gel. And then bee pollen to boost energy level, give you minerals, nutrients that you need, basically. And that's how you improve on your performance. Now, if you adapt this way of recommending products, you'll actually find your clients are getting better value, they are buying more from you, and they can actually give you more referrals. I know you're normally tempted by hii pesa ya haraka haraka that no, because I've set up my ad right now, nataka tu niwaambie kitu moja sahi, the cheapest of them all, they buy and I get money for ABCD. That's long term. That's short term view. But for the long term view, try recommend this one. And actually, when you get to broadcast, you'll see why this is very, very vital. Now, even before you proceed, generating leads is not for selling there and then. Generating leads is for getting new numbers who you can be engaging over time to get quality sales from them. Sawa sawa. We'll get back to that. There is obesity. Now, even before I go through these texts, I remember there was this day also when I was still new in business. I think I was an assistant supervisor. It was on a Sunday. I had a multi-marker at my home and I was marketing my multi-marker, and then I got a client. He told me, bring to me, I'm currently at Nairobi Hospital. Now, I only had multi-marker with me. So I went all the way to Nairobi Hospital. And before actually, I was so broke. I only had, you see, when I was new in business, I always used to buy an extra product so that I never miss an order. I used to only market multi-marker, so I always made sure I had one with me at home or anywhere. So I only had that one multi-marker. And then I went all the way to Nairobi Hospital, uh, and I was completely reliant on that client buying for me to get fare back home. If that client was not going to buy, I don't know how I would have gotten back home. So I went all the way to Nairobi Hospital, and then I called the client. At first, he never picked. Of course, I started panicking, and then later on, he called me. Nilikuwa nasimama hapo kwa gate B, ninangoja tu patiently, ama is it gate A, patiently for him to call me. And then eventually he called me. I went in there, and then I saw that client. Wow, the client was huge. He was even this picture is this one is actually small. The client was huge. He was fat. And I just wondered, you see, I looked at my multi-marker and I looked at the client. And then I said, I'm 100% sure this part won't work on this client. 100% sure. But now remember, if the client doesn't buy the multi-marker, I don't have my fare back home. So I was in this dilemma. And then I said, hey, Mungu itabidi umenisamea hapa. I'll just have to tell this client itamsaidia. But immediately after that, I'll text him, nimwambie, but it's very crucial you lose your weight even before you start using that multi-marker. Hiyo ni after nishatoka kwenye hospital, I'm on my way back home, and then I text him. Nimwambie, it's very crucial, very, very, that you lose your weight actually is going to affect your performance. So I went, met with the client. He was asking me, are you sure that this thing is going to help me? I told him it will help you, it improves your performance, blah, blah, blah. And then he gave me money. The moment he gave me money, nimeshika, hata I never waited nitoke hapo nikamwambia, but it's very crucial you also lose your weight, because the issue with your performance is, I'm sure it traces back to your weight. And you've told me you are diabetic and all these kinds of issues. It's very important to use some of our products for weight as you try look at your lifestyle, etc., for you to get maximum value. I can remember, so if I use this one, yeah, you'll still get value, but if you want better value, I highly recommend you do this and this and that. Hiyo ni after nishapata afya yangu back home, and 100% sure, of course, it never worked for the client, but later on it came from the weight management program, because nilikuwa nimemwambia, kamwambia issue is weight. And yeah, I was just desperate to make that sell. But if maybe right now I'm going to meet, if I meet with the same client, point blank tamwambia, this is not going to work for you. So now, of course, most of us lose sales, or we are identifying the market by, I'm sure you've done deliveries, you meet with the client, unamwangalia uko like, honestly, this is not going to work for you, but because I want the money, you've made me come all the way here, just take it. And yeah, of course. Now, being overweight or obese can lead to hormonal imbalance, reduced testosterone levels, and increased risk of conditions such as diabetes, all these lifestyle conditions, all of which can impact on your performance. As you work to revitalize your performance, it's important to work on your fitness, as this will not only see you get very good value, but you will greatly boost your energy, your general wellness, of course. They know that with so much weight, of course, you have all these conditions. And yeah, it's only right that at least there's this day I did an intensive training on the last training I did, of course, I spoke about the body from and everything. All this weight is not healthy for your body. We do have amazing fitness program, of course, that will help you lose excess weight and toxins, tone up the body nicely, boost your metabolism, sort excessive appetite and cravings. Of course, here I'm talking about the C9, but right now the C9 is not in stock. the C9 and the F15. And that's how you're going to get repeat business, because this client, if they use the multi-marker, they won't see results. And maybe you'll find that the most bitter people online will start deifying the market for you. So sometimes don't be myopic. Myopic, of course, short-sighted. Don't be short-sighted. Look at the long run. Do you dirtify your market right now and then you lose your market in the near future? Or do you lose your market right now but massively reap on the to the near future? And I feel if we continue datifying the market, very soon it's going to be very hard to even sell these vitality supplements because of simple things and greed. Even if you, maybe you're in the same situation as me back then, ukipata na client, mwambie honestly, you bought this, just do the same way I did. I've sold to you the multi-marker, but it's very crucial even before you start using it, you work on your weight. And for the weight, you have this and this and that. Always don't identify the market. Right now, you can actually, if someone has a little bit of weight and everything, recommend to them the tri-pack, like Ultra, of course, and healthy diet to help them start detoxing, doing their fitness, weight, losing weight, and everything. And even if you give them multimark and bee pollen, tell them as your weight continues reducing, actually, you can even realize natural energy coming back to you and your performance naturally improving. But that's it. Otherwise, even if I recommend the product, if you get the slightest value, you'll need to continue using over and over and over again for you to perform. And that's something I really don't want. I want you to be naturally dependent, to depend on your own body. So that's how I normally handle this. So let's not be greedy. If you meet such a client, just tell them there and then. They can actually buy the fitness program and you can get even more benefits and value. Now, there's the bit about smoking. Most of our clients smoke. Actually, out of 10, I find like 2 or 3 smoke. Smoking itself causes andropause to come at an early age or sexual dysfunction. It's actually written on those cigarette packs. So if you have a client who's smoking, just let them know this from the word go. You can sell, of course, some of them are very stubborn, but as long as you've made them understand all these things, even if it doesn't work for them, they won't blame you. They'll actually come and tell you, okay, now I've used the multi-marker, but I think your advice ilisema ukweli. Because right now I'll market the product, niambia client, it's a must for you to get these products. And then they go to another distributor. The distributor says, okay, I can just sell to you the multi-marker. And then they'll buy the multi-marker, maybe they won't get the value or the benefit. They'll come back to you or come be there, you recommended right for me. So how do we handle this smoking issue? So sometimes just if it's not your sale, just let it go. Don't force it. If someone, insist, let them insist. Let me just use this my supplement peke. If it doesn't work for me, I'll come back to you. No, no. Well, I'm to this I recommend, but if you don't want, it's okay. You can even no. Uh, with every powerful one, there's minerals which are vital for hormonal production, energy, and sexual desire. What I would recommend to help with this is something that will help restore the minerals, and most importantly, something that will help to cleanse the blood and lungs to improve in circulation and oxygen, and circulation of oxygenated blood. That's very important. Now, aloe vera gel is one of the recommendation. Berry nectar, an amazing one if they don't have ulcers, because berry nectar nicely cleanses the lungs, the organs, very good. Multi-marker, bee pollen for minerals, emu blend, and then that's rich in minerals and nutrients. Right now, maybe you don't have the naturemin, maybe you don't have does not recommend immunoglobulins because of zinc. Does not recommend pollens because it has vitamin C, it has vitamin D, it has, you see, the kind of things for deplete while, and it's a potent food, basically. And then tell them on top of that, because we don't have the nature means of the vitalize, recommend to them fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean meat, dairy products. Um, uh, 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 this should be the cornerstone of their diets. So recommend this passionately. So this will help you bridge the gap of vitalize for men and nature mean. Tell them, for now, I recommend these ones, but because we need to raise your mineral level to a certain level, once we restock that product, I'll recommend for you to use. Even if you get very good value from just using this, make sure you buy those products, because these foods will just ensure you maintain bare minimum level of minerals. But when you get that supplement, it will improve to healthy levels, whereby you maintain with healthy lifestyle. So you just tell them that you haven't lost your cell. The client feels very nice. They're using healthy food, because mostly these people who normally smoke a lot, their diet is very bad. They drink alcohol, they eat nyama choma and kind of that kind of thing. So at least you show them eating fresh foods can actually help bridge the gap of minerals as they wait for the Vitalist for Men, which I know is going to be restocked very soon. Now let's proceed. Sorry, my thing is not going to the next slide. Nice. Sleep deprivation. Some of our clients, maybe they underperform because of inadequate sleep. Now also this actually, I experienced it first, and also when we were organizing the trip to Zanzibar, I remember myself and Gituku, we went almost 72 hours without quality sleeps. And when we were doing the calculation with some of the hotel people, Pale, Dar es Salaam, Zanzibar, and whichever, at some point, I told Jemo, I honestly, we are we are making a mistake here. We are not calculating these things well. We're not negotiating well. We're not doing anything completely. Let's just go sleep, and then in the morning when you're fresh, we come and renegotiate these deals together afresh, because we were making very, very poor decisions. Sawa, because of lack of sleep. I remember from Thursday, Friday, actually from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we slept less than 2 hours, less than 3 hours. Our eyes were looking like this pool here. So with sleep deprivation, you lack your mental clarity. There's so much fatigue. It's not a must to go for 72 hours or whichever, even if it's just within 1 day or 2 days. If you don't sleep enough, you can't perform well. Inadequate sleep can disrupt hormonal production, decrease energy levels, and impair overall vitality. Poor sleep quality or duration can negatively impact your energy, sawa, and performance and desire. As you use the products, improve on your sleep patterns. Let them know that if your working schedule cannot allow you to have enough sleep, then the few 5 to 6 hours that you get, let them be quality enough on good beddings and also sleeping positions. I'd also trained about sleeping positions. It's very, very important. Let them know this. You see, if you handle your clients this way, they'll actually see you as a consultant. But if you just approach them as a salesperson, watakuwa wale clients wanakuambia acha tu leo ninunue kupromote. Let me just buy to promote you. If you want those kind of clients, you can just, the moment they come to your inbox, just share with them the benefits of multi-marker and whichever, and tell them, when buy this is a pay bill, pay and you'll receive your product. But if you want them to respect you and handle you with respect and just in as much as you're selling to them, also show them how they can actually control the environment to get good value. Aloe vera gel, one of the best for that. Actually, it cleanses your body from mental fatigue, toxins, multi-marker. Of course, as long as they're sleeping well, they also use multi-marker to help with the rejuvenating their production of hormone. There's bee pollen, and then of course, good consistent sleep. 5 to 6 hours of quality sleep or even more, but consistently. So maintaining your pattern nicely. At least maintain that healthy pattern, not say it alone, Allah this time, the next time, Allah another time. No, maintain a healthy pattern. And is medication. Some of our clients, they get poor results because of medication. There are strong medication that are using that affects their performance, that affects the performance of our products. It's totally okay, of course. Sometimes people need this medication to survive. Now, certain medications, such as those used to treat depression, high blood pressure, prostate issues, may have side effects that affect your function and energy level. As I recommend the products, do not stop using those medication, of course, prescribed to you, as long as they've been prescribed by a qualified physician. The supplements will not interfere with the functionality. Rather, they will actually improve on how effective some of these medication are even perform and how they're absorbed into the body. As you get value, visit your healthcare profession, and only them will recommend whether you need to stop or continue the medication. Usianze kwambia to no, stop this, stop that. No. Recommend to them, let them continue the product, and then tell them you can actually be drinking aloe vera gel, which will cleanse your body to allow you even absorb the medications well. And then you can recommend the multi-marker to improve on their hormonal production, the energy level, to help minimize the side effects of some of this medication. There's Immublend to improve on their immunity, because if they keep getting sick over and over again because of low immunity or such kind of things, Immublend will help with them. And then there's zinc also there. There's bee pollen, natural food, the vitamins D, vitamin C, and then give them a lot of greens, a lot of antioxidants. Let them use these products. Tell them, avoid processed foods completely. Start cooking for yourself, whole grains, cook for yourself, avoid those things to help improve on your immunity. Take good gut bacteria. We don't have the probiotics right now, but we have the bacteria, the good bacteria from the immublend. We have them from the yogurts we drink and all those kind of things. Let them know these things and recommend to them. Tell them medication is totally okay, but if you use them this way, you'll get better value. You can just recommend multimaca, of course, but the toxic level of these harmful chemicals in their body might even affect the performance of multimaca. So that's why it's important they cleanse. So at least 2 or 3 aloe vera gels as they drink, they use the products, they get better value. Very, very crucial. Sawa. And then you also have age. With age, you see, you can't just recommend multimaca to someone who's 50 years old, to someone who's 45 years old. With this current generation, the kind of foods that you normally eat. With age, the body tends to greatly lose its performance. This applies from both physical prowess to hormonal control processes. Food absorption also decrease, and that is why you find one starts to underperform in so many areas, not just the vitality section. That's just natural. Even that's age, it's not sickness. Unaambia it's natural. And for us to mitigate this situation, in as much as we're improving on this and that, it's very important also improve on the nutrients absorption, important to improve on the mineral levels, your vitamin level, you see all these things so that at least you can get back that energy and boost on. Our products will help revitalize youthfulness by supplying the body with vital nutrients and minerals to help with hormonal processes, and most importantly, improve absorption rate so that one gets maximum value from what they eat, also the supplement they take. Because if you're aging off, of course, you're also not absorbing maximally from the food you're taking. But if you cleanse your body nicely, you'll find you're absorbing nicely and then you're getting more value. And that's how the products actually work. While using the products, you'll start experiencing sharpness, boost in energy and desire, and generally feel youthful and at one with your body. And some of the products I normally recommend, of course, aloe vera gel. There's Vitalize for men, though currently not available. But for now, aloe vera gel, multimaca, bee pollen. They need immublend for their zinc, for their gut bacteria, and diets rich in minerals and nutrients. Sawa, very important. Now, Google this, Google about the diets, Google about everything, you'll get all the information, or go to the catalog, the last page. Check those, wameandika the natural sources of all these minerals. Tell them if they need zinc, go eat this and this and this. In as much as you're using this product, you'll get better value. But also remember to tell them when we restock a supplement rich in zinc or rich in soy palmetto, is it soy palmetto, rich in pumpkin seeds and such kind of things, I'll recommend to you to help improving on both your prostate and ensuring your mineral levels are at healthy levels. Right now, the reason I'm recommending you take this food so that you maintain the bare minimum and you create that consistency, so that once you get to the healthy levels, you can still maintain with healthy lifestyle. You see, that's everything about age. Naturally, as people age, performance in a sugar, but you can maintain good performance by eating right. Sawa. Now let's proceed. Let's proceed. Yeah, and then is masturbation now. On this bit of masturbation, I was wondering what picture do I put there? What picture do I put that is not offensive, that someone can actually screenshot and put on their status? And this was my best guess for the picture that I actually found. But anyway, masturbation when done frequently. Masturbation is not bad, but when done frequently over time, it kills the natural desire to have sex. That's it. When done frequently, you kill your natural desire. You will find someone prefers masturbation to actual sex. And this actually comes about because first, self-esteem is greatly hurt. Whenever you perform and then you just have your premature ejaculation, that hurts your self-esteem. And if there's one thing that you can take from a man and you completely finish them is their self-esteem. Because those self-esteem, they can't perform, they can't even think clearly. Very, very crucial. Um, yeah, self-esteem is greatly hurt as one completely loses confidence in themselves being able to perform and satisfy a lady. Secondly, as one masturbates frequently, they lose a lot of nutrients and minerals with every ejaculation, which is not replaced into the body, as most people don't eat well balanced diets or foods rich in minerals. You see, anytime you ejaculate, the sperms, they are very rich in nutrients, they're very rich in minerals, and if you keep masturbating over and over again, you'll actually start producing very low quality sperms because minerals are greatly depreciated from the body. And that's why Even if you frequently have sex, eat well to replenish the nutrients that you're losing with every ejaculation. So as we deplete these minerals from our body, our sexual energy dips. Same to our endurance, same to our desire. It goes down because we don't have minerals. You see, zinc is so good for that natural desire, for that natural drive and natural energy. With low zinc levels in our body, performance inashuka sana sawa. Now, aloe vera gel is very good. Of course, it cleanses and ensures the supplements that you're going to use, you absorb maximally. Bee pollen, of course, it's rich in zinc. It's rich in nutrients and minerals. So use that also to improve on the mineral levels. Multi-marker to trigger production of hormones, to trigger the energy level. Also, Blend is rich with zinc. You can use that one also. And also insist on diets rich in minerals, the likes of groundnuts, the likes of these nuts, oil seeds. We have there's pawpaw seeds, there is watermelon seeds. You see, same. Let them eat those things, they improve on their mineral levels, but also let them know when you restock these products, you can actually recommend some that will actually ensure their mineral levels are at par. So they start just maintaining over a long period of time. Very, very crucial. Now, we also have diabetes, which actually most clients normally have. If someone is diabetic, it's important to also promote healthy blood sugar levels because insulin imbalance affects hormonal balance, which ends causes underperformance. Diabetes can also significantly impact on your sexual energy because it damages blood vessels, nerves, reducing sensitivity and impairing sexual function. Very crucial. If we had products rich in chromium ions, we would have recommended them the likes of super greens, the likes of fields of green, the likes of um, Garcinia. But since we don't have them, don't lose that client. Recommend to them aloe vera gel, multi-marker pollen, and a diet rich in ions, chromium ions, and the chlorophylls. Of course, you know these basically greens to help maintain their sugar levels nicely as they use the products to get better value. Because if you try balancing hormones and they still have insulin imbalance, it completely almost affects everything. So you can recommend to them this and insist on them using a diet rich in ions and chlorophylls alongside their medication. Very, very crucial. That's how you handle someone with diabetes. But always remember, when you ask a client some of the common causes of underperformance and that which they relate with, do ask them if they have ever used anything before to try mitigate the situation. You'll find people have used sex pills, people have used mocomberos, people have used all these things. It's important to know these things because also if someone has used sex pills and they try using our products, they won't get the value they need. It will take time because our products are completely different. Sex pills give you instant value, ours take time. Sex pills deprive from your body, hours enrich your body, and it takes time. You won't get the instant value. If you don't ask this question, you might recommend very well, but also you will end up getting a client who's disappointed, who maybe they have to use the products for almost 3 or 4 months for them to get very good value. So always remember to ask this. There are so many other questions that if I was to put in these slides, zingekuwa mingi sana hadi hata hii presentation ingeradi sana, but because I don't want that, I'll first of all stop at that, and then let's go to the next stage. Claims not to make. People normally say products increase organ size. Ukitumia organ yako inakuwa kubwa sana, but that's not true. That's not true because these supplements are very natural. Per se, of course, I've received clients who've used the products and they've said, hey, naniaje size yangu naona nikaa improve kiasi. Reason being maybe it's because you see, the more they perform well, the more they have very good erection and these kind of things. You find because the organ, of course, it has tissues, it has muscles. The muscles grow naturally. Maybe that can be the explanation I can give a client who tells me, by then notice size yangu improve sana. But rather selling to them and telling them size it improve by 2 or 3 inches, you're lying to your client. You see, what you're doing, you're just dirtifying your waters. You're drinking water, and very soon you'll go, you won't have any water to drink. So in as much as some of these claims will actually make you sell massively, you're being myopic. In the next 2 or 3 years, you won't have any market to sell to. Also, don't tell clients will be going many rounds until she cannot even handle it. How many rounds? I'm at a tano, at a sita, at a saba. That's completely unnatural. That will mean our products are not natural. Sawa sawa. Our products only ensure you perform naturally because it's natural energy. You just tell them, even if it's 1 or 2 rounds, they'll be satisfactory rounds. Sawa sawa. Usiweze kudanganya mtu ati within a day unaweza hata mara 10. You are ratifying your waters. You won't have water to drink tomorrow or the day after tomorrow because you just wanted to maybe pay for your ad or pay for your rent. Where will you get the money to pay rent the next day? Sawa sawa. That you get instant value. This, I feel, is a victim of it. Our product will give instant value. Actually, one of the slides, one of the tests I normally share to my clients, I normally tell them, now what you normally offer their dietary supplement, and they don't give instant value. They give you slow, but at least once you get the value, there are long-term results. Now, are you okay with that, or you wanted something to give you instant value? Most clients normally say, I am okay with that as long as at least I'll get the good long-term value, because that's the truth. They don't give instant value, even if it's RG plus, don't give instant value. Promising guaranteed results even to people with underlying conditions and factors making them underperform. Someone is 120, 130 kgs unaambia, when you use this multi-marker, you will be surprised. You will, I'm guaranteeing you, and then you don't care to mention these other issues that we've already gone through. You, of course, you'll drink your water today, but you won't have your waters tomorrow because you've ratified them. Very, very crucial. You see, you just need one bottle to be 100% okay. Yani hii moja tu hivi ukitumia umekuwa stima. You're ratifying your waters, you won't have waters to drink tomorrow or the day after or the day after tomorrow. I'm just telling you the truth, guys. And then our products cure prostate-related condition. And if you have prostate cancer, and I normally tell them they're good. Our products feed your prostate. They don't, they don't do, you don't expect to cure your prostate issues because of this and this and that. And then there's actually one testimonial I normally use. It was shared by Mumbi, and it was from a client from Mumbi. That client used Vitolis for men, and he started peeing blood. And out of that, he went to hospital. They tried doing medical checkup and everything. They actually found he had underlying issues. So what I normally tell my clients, these supplements will nourish your prostate health. They'll feed your prostate with vital nutrients, vitamins, and all those things. And in case you have any underlying issues, it will actually bring it out so that at least you can get your medical attention as soon as possible. And I share that story of that client, and that's just it. Clients would be over expecting from you. But it's totally okay. You can oversell the products you sell, 100 multi-markers, 20 multi-markers, whichever, but you're ratifying your waters. You won't have any market in the coming future. And also, number 6 point was broadcasting. Now, remember I told you guys when collecting numbers, this is the final point. When collecting numbers, we are not collecting the numbers so that we sell instantly. We are collecting these numbers so that we can actually sell down the road. And if you want to sell instantly, that's when you only recommend these things for instant value. Like utaambia to use this multi-marker, you'll get instant value because you want to sell immediately. But if you're clever and you're looking far, you'll actually recommend the entire list to your clients, and you'd rather have them not buy right now. They tell you, let me organize myself and I'll get back to you, because down the road they'll come, they'll buy more from you, and they might even end up falling in love with the aloe vera gel. Rather than you just selling multi-market to them, they don't get the value, and down the road they never come back to you. And that's why we end up having a broadcast list, whereby the numbers that you're getting, you put them to the broadcast. When collecting numbers, the end goal is not selling to them instantly, but rather being able to sell to them down the road, nurturing them slowly. You can only achieve this if you do broadcasting. Broadcast value, broadcast fun, and broadcast educational content, not necessarily for valuing products every other day. And also regulate your broadcasting. Don't be don't You see, I normally receive broadcasts from some of our FBOs, and some actually they are very consistent. They send broadcast every other day. Of course, I can't block my fellow FBOs because they are sending to me vital information. I want to learn about sense and that. But I'm trying to imagine if I was your client. Every other day, I see your text about aloe vera benefits, about this benefit. I'll get tired. I'll get tired. Honestly, I'll block you. I'll block you. To be honest, I'm sure you guys will hate someone texting you every other day. Regulate your broadcast. Have different broadcast lists. This one would broadcast them for them maybe on Monday. This one's on Wednesday. The next one's on Friday. And then value. Nela, even if it's twice a week, at least recommend value. Today, we just share a fact that is not related to forever living products, but something related to wellness because you're a wellness coach. Tomorrow, broadcast about the product. Don't keep broadcasting every other day about our products. You're losing out. If you go check the number of people who receive your broadcast, you find actually you have a broadcast of maybe 1,000 customers, but only 200 or 100 receive your broadcast because most have blocked you and they end up buying from someone else because they need the products, but they blocked you because you're so spammy. Okay? The money is in broadcasting. The end goal, of course, is selling down the road and selling right. And if you do that, you'll end up having so much, so much, so much. So, guys, I believe I've gotten to the final bit of my presentation. Thank you for being an amazing audience, being very, very attentive. And yeah, this is just a sneak peek. Of course, from there you can now add meat to this information I've shared with you. I've tried to share with you the benefits of different products and how you can the value that you get from the frequently asked questions when it comes to performance. If you have issues, if you're marketing maybe gut products, go do such a kind of detailed information. If you do this kind of marketing, maybe wait, try to find such a kind of detailed information. And also I've shared with you how you talk to your clients on text. The same applies also on calls because if you're making a call, try and understand your client. Don't be the one talking from A to Z. Let them also share the experiences. Ask them what is your main concern. Have you ever done anything to help with this? What's your lifestyle condition? And then you recommend to them, you tell them this and that, and then you share to them, and then you'd rather not have them buy immediately, but you share enough information for them to buy down the road through the broadcasting and everything. And yeah, so I've arrived at the end of my presentation. Thank you all for being amazing audience. And Emmanuel, I'll give it back to you. I'll give it back to you to close for us if there's anything.
Wow. Thank you, Alan. That was amazing. Very informative. I believe all of us have learned something, not just one, but I've taken notes so that we can use in the future. Very powerful. And I'll go to your point number 5, I think, on claims. You've actually introduced my topic for Thursday because we're having a training on Thursday on claims. Guys, claims is a big issue. I don't want to spoil the party after a very good training, but we will tackle claims, especially now that it's becoming an issue. And I'm sharing also from the aspect of the home office. We are being followed very keenly. Remember that we share our content mostly on social media, just like Alan has shared. Social media is big. We have Facebook, Instagram, statuses, and on Pinterest and all these places. But then some of the content that we share is, you ask yourself, is this forever living products or is something else? So we'll talk about that on Thursday. We'll look at what we are sharing. We'll have some examples. And then the do's and don'ts in terms of policy and compliance, because Big Brother is watching. And Big Brother in this case is the Home Office, because it has become an issue. We have a corporation called FTC, which is really looking into the claims, what we are putting out there. But that beside the point, we look at that on Thursday. I just want to say thank you all for tuning in. You have been an amazing audience. I believe Alan had fun teaching us, taking us through all those nuggets. So without much ado, I'd wish to close the session, unless there are questions, which I cannot see, rather compliments. So yeah, so we just close and have a good evening, good night, and take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.